This is Land of Havilah, Psalm 73. It's 28 verses. We'll read it all and comment. Verse 1. A psalm by Asaph. Surely God is good to Israel, to those who are pure in heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had nearly slipped, for I was envious of the arrogant when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no struggles in their death, but their strength is firm. They're free from the burdens of men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride is like a chain around their neck. Violence covers them like a garment. Their eyes bulge with fat. Their minds pass the limits of conceit. They scoff and speak with malice. In arrogance they threaten oppression. They set their mouth in the heavens. Their tongue walks through the earth. Therefore their people return to them, and they drink up waters of abundance. They say, How does God know? Is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the wicked. Being always at ease, they increase in riches. Surely I've cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocence, for all day long I've been plagued and punished every morning. If I'd said, I'll speak thus, behold, I would have betrayed the generation of your children. When I tried to understand this, it was too painful for me, until I entered God's sanctuary and considered their latter end. Surely you set them in slippery places. You throw them down to destruction. How they are suddenly destroyed. They're completely swept away with terrors. As a dream when one wakes up, so, Lord, when you awake, you'll despise their fantasies. For my soul was grieved. I was embittered in my heart. I was so senseless and ignorant. I was a brute beast before you. Nevertheless, I'm continually with you. You've held my right hand. You'll guide me with your counsel and afterward receive me to glory. Whom do I have in heaven? There's no one on earth whom I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart fails, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. For behold, those who are far from you shall perish. You've destroyed all those who are unfaithful to you. But it's good for me to come close to God. I've made the Lord Yahweh my refuge, that I may tell of all your works. Comment in verse 1 is a psalm by Asaph. Asaph was a Levite, one of the chief musicians that David appointed to Yahweh's service, 1 Chronicles 15:17 and 16:5. He was responsible for keeping music going continually before the ark in David's tabernacle, 1 Chronicles 16:37. He was also considered a prophet, 1 Chronicles 25:1. Let's approach this psalm by retelling it line by line, replacing some of the Hebrew expressions with English vernacular. Here we go. Surely God is good to Israel, to those who are pure in heart. But as for me, I nearly lost my footing because I was envious of the arrogant. I saw that the wicked prosper, that they die peacefully and are strong to the end. They seem to have none of the burdens or troubles that are common to the rest of us. Therefore they're incorrigibly arrogant and inconsiderate, even violent against their fellow man. They're fat cats. They're conceited beyond description. They scoff and speak malice. They utter arrogant threats. They speak as if they're gods from heaven, imposing their will on earth. Therefore people keep pandering to them and keep them empowered. And of course they lap it up. They say, How can God know? Is he even aware? That pretty much describes them. They're always at ease, getting richer all the time. When I think about them, how they prosper, it seems I live a clean life for nothing. I wonder what's the point of living innocently, since it profits me nothing. All day long I have problems. It seems I'm continually punished. If I had expressed this to anyone, if I had spoken my mind about the wicked prospering and the righteous being downtrodden, it would have been a sin against your people, God. When I tried to find some explanation for the way things seem to be, for the way it never seems to change, it was too painful to even think about, until I entered the presence of God and considered their fate. Surely it's they who have their foot in a slippery place, not I. You throw them down to destruction. How suddenly they're destroyed. They'll be completely swept away with terrors. Lord, they're divorced from reality as in a dream. But when they wake up, and they will when you're roused against them, they'll see that you despise the image they have of themselves. I was grieved and bitter about the situation, but I was senseless and arrogant to entertain those thoughts. I was thinking like a brute beast, as you're aware. Nevertheless, I'm continually with you. You've held my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Whom do I have in heaven or desire on earth but you? My flesh and my heart will fail, but God is my strength and portion forever. Those who are far from you perish. You've destroyed all who are unfaithful to you. But as for me, it's good to come close to God. I've made the Lord Yahweh my refuge, that I may tell of all your works. That's the end of the psalm, or the approximation of it as your narrator interprets it. Psalm 74 is next.